Fushiro Team Bad Yugi's here, this time bringing you a wind-up Inzektor format deck profile. What are we doing? Chaos Dragons, aka like the degenerate monster rip fusion, future fusion piece of crap deck. Nah, it's wonderful. I love this deck. This was the deck I played during this format because once Tour Guide was reprinted, it was actually probably the cheapest deck of all of them, minus some of the extra deck cards, but I just didn't play those. So starting with the Chaosy stuff, well, we have, of course, the 2 red MDs and the Dark Arm, because those are Eclipse Wyvern targets. Then we go into 1 BLS in defense mode, 2 Chaos Orcs, 3 Light Pulsars, and 2 Dark Flares. And then to finish off the dragons, we have 2 Eclipse Wyverns, because those go with those, as we all know. Yeah, this was like just a crazy chaos build-up advantage kind of deck. It was super fun. For the Lightsworn engine, we play triple Lila, triple Raikou, and then we play 3 Tour Guides and the Sangan for all those. And then we have triple Veiler, and then we have 1 Gores, 2 Trags, that's all the hand traps, and then 2 Troopers. There's a couple other cards you could play, like you could play a Doom Caliber Knight for a dark, you could play Thunder Kings for your lights, but this is really kind of no bones. Like, all of these cards serve their specific purposes in either getting mills or being big and beefy or extending your combo plays. Yeah, nothing really intermediary or defensive about this deck at all, in the slightest. Because if, as you'll notice, that was like 31 monsters. Anyways, back to scratch. We have 1 Future Fusion, and then 1 Charge and 3 Recharge to get the engine rolling. That's why you play the 6 Lightsworn monsters. You can play 2 Recharge. I won't say it's a bad idea, but if you really feel uncomfortable with it, I would much rather prefer that you bump up to a 7th Lightsworn monster. Maybe put in like 1 Aaron to get rid of any sort of defense position monsters like wind-up Zen mains or stuff like that. But you really want to play triple Recharge. I promise you'll like it. And then we have Heavy Storm, Dark Hole, Reborn, and Allure. All these were, one and all, were very good. No other sort of cards, like no Pot of Avarice, no MST. Because it's more important that you get your combos rolling, or that you just get massive advantage. That's why people would argue that this deck was completely degenerate. Is because it was all just like disgusting power cards. Anyways, back to what we're doing. We have the 5-headed dragon, of course, for Future Fusion, and then Catastor, Brionac, Black Rose, Ancient Sacred Wyvern, and Scrap Dragon. See, no defense, not even like Stardust Dragon. And then the rest are all like Z's. We have 1 Zen mains, 1 Levier, Tempo, Majorthim, Leviathan. You can play Acid Golem if you want, but I just choose not to. I hope you don't mind. I'd rather just play Majorthim and like not kill myself. Because that's something that can happen. Sometimes you have to make Majorthim early game because your opponent pushed out something kind of nasty and you have to run over it. And then, but you don't want to have an Acid Golem that you then later cannot special summon under and you start taking like damage, and yeah, you just don't want that. 1 Pearl because sometimes you make 4s. You can also play a Steelswarm Roach for the mirror match. It's not a bad idea, not at all. 1 Photon Strike Bouncer, 1 Exit Beetle, and then the Guide Dragon you can put on top of them. And that really wraps it up. This deck is pretty linear. I'd say this deck is a little difficult to learn, but then easy to master. Like, once you kind of get the flow of how the deck runs and stuff, it'll all kind of make some sense. But there you go. That's Chaos Dragons. Pretty simple. Alright, see you guys next time.